All right, so next up, we're going to move into adding and subtracting rational expressions. And the big thing when you're adding and subtracting rational expressions, remember rational ratio, it's a fraction. So when you're adding fractions, you need a common denominator. So first up, we need to make sure we're good with LCM, your least common multiple. Okay, so we talk about multiples of a number. Let's go with like 4. You're just counting by 4s. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, and it goes on. If we talked about multiples of 6, we go 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, and keeps going on. All right, so some things, we just want to make sure we're clear with here is, if I talked about the LCM of 4 and 6, you want to make sure you go with 12, okay? I know they got 24 in common, they have 36 in common, 48, they have lots of common multiples, but you want to go with the least common multiple because that's going to make life easiest for all of us, okay? So again, when it comes to adding fractions, let's say we had 2/3 plus 1/2. Okay, remember, you can't just add these as is, okay? You think, most time pizza is cut in 8s, but, if I cut a pizza into 3 slices versus cutting a pizza into, just in half, 2 slices, that's not the same amount eating a slice, okay? So we got to make sure that, we're talking about the same size slice of pizza here. So I want to change this into, I got 3 and 2, my least common multiple there. LCM of 3 and 2 is 6. You can certainly turn this into 12, so you can turn it into 18ths, 24ths, whatever. But you want to pick the least common multiple. It's going to make things easiest. So I got to change my 2/3 into 6. So I got to change my denominator into 6. That means I got to multiply 3 times 2. So I'm going to do 2/3 times 2 over 2. Plus, I got to change this into sixths. So I got to do 1/2, times 3 over 3. 3/3. Again, 2 divided by 2 is 1, 3 divided by 3 is 1. We're just multiplying by 1 here. It's just a special case. So I'm going to get 4/6 plus 3/6 and end up with 7/6. All right. So let's do another one. We'll do another adding, then we'll do a subtraction here. All right. So let's do. Give an improper fraction here. All right. So 5/8 plus 4/3. So 8 and 3. LCM, least common multiple of 8 and 3. Again, your multiples of 8, 8, 16, 24, 32, 3. You got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. So your least common multiple there is 24. So we're going to change these into 24ths. So I got to multiply, again, to get this to 24, so I got to multiply by 8 over 8. So again, like the kind of thing you want to be thinking about here as we do these, because we're going to be started, tomorrow we're going to start to do this with x's, and it's going to be, your denominators are going to be like x plus 4. You want to think, what don't we have here? All right, so when we have like 5/8, my denominator's 8. We need to make it 24. You need to multiply it by 3 to get 24. Over here, I have a 3 in the denominator. I'm trying to make that into 24. So 3 times what is 24? 3 times 8. Okay. And again, numerator and denominator are the same with what you're multiplying by. So you get 15 24ths plus 4 times 8 is 32. And 3 times 8 is 24. So I end up with 47 24ths. Okay, if you want to write it as like 1 and 23. 24ths, that's fine. Either one will work. Okay, and let's go back to like that pizza example here. Yeah, we'll do a subtraction one. All right, if I have, let's say I go with, let's say you started off with somewhere you ate a slice of the pizza, and then you eat, let's just say you said you eat half the pizza. Okay. Yeah, so you got 7/8 of the pizza left. Pizza's usually cut in 8 slices. There's 7 of them left. You said you ate half of a whole pie. So you're going to have 7/8 minus 4/8 and get 3/8. Okay, so again, sometimes you don't always have to multiply both terms. This one I multiplied it by 4/4. Half a pizza is 4 slices, okay? So yeah, I just wanted to go over adding and subtracting fractions before I get into adding and subtracting with all the variables and stuff. All right, so today's just kind of a setup day for what we're going to get into tomorrow. All right, but we're going to talk about the LCM of polynomials now. So this will be our fourth problem then. So the first polynomial is going to be 3x times x plus 2 and 6x times 2x minus 3. Okay, so again, this is where that whole thinking of what am I missing here? All right, so least common multiple least common multiple of 3x and 6x is going to be 6x. All right, when it comes to binomials then, this is the part where things get really cluttered. Your binomials have to be exactly the same. So I have x plus 2 and 2x minus 3. So your LCM, this is your final answer right here, is going to be 6x, because with the 3x and the 6x we can kind of work with multiples there. But then you're going to need an x plus 2 and a 2x minus 3 there. So it's a pretty long answer with that. All right, so next up then, still talking about these LCMs. Let's go with 4x squared plus 12x plus 9 and 4x squared minus 9. Okay, so you want to factor these so we see what they're made up of, okay? So this is a perfect square trinomial, 2x plus 3, 2x plus 3. And then this one is 2x minus 3 and 2x plus 3. All right. So the main idea you want to be thinking about here is, these are going to be denominators when we start to get on some stuff tomorrow. So you want to think, what is each of these missing? Okay. My first one, I have 2x plus 3's. The only thing I'm missing over here is a 2x minus 3. When I'm comparing this one to this one, then I have a 2x minus 3 and a 2x plus 3. What am I missing over here? A 2x minus 3. So your LCM is a really long answer here. You need 2x plus 3's. And you need a 2x minus 3. So that is your LCM then. I know it's a lot, but just kind of the way things go here. Okay, so I got one more of these to go over with you. So this is number 6. Let's go 2x squared minus 8x plus 8 and so let's factor and see what these are made up of. So I got 2, 8, well 2, negative 8, and 8. So I can factor out a 2, x squared minus 4x plus 4. I can factor out a 3 over here, get x squared plus 9x minus 10. All right, so then this guy is a perfect square trinomial. I can go 2 times x minus 2 times x minus 2. And then over here, I'll go plus 10 minus 1. Again, I get 10x minus 1x to give me my 9x. 10 times negative 1 is negative 10. All right, so your LCM here is going to be a pretty big answer. All right. LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. That part's not too bad. Now remember I was saying that you got to think, what does this one have that this doesn't? Well, this one's got 2x minus 2's. None of them match up. So you need all 4 here. So I'm not going to give you one like this tomorrow when we start to actually do a lot like this, but you need all 4 of these guys. All right, kind of a pain, but that's your LCM. All right. As always, if you have any questions, please email me. Also, too, I have a discussion board posted for this week. Please post any questions. And again, all you have to say is could you please explain number 4 from one of the checkpoints or something. It doesn't have to be some elaborate question. All right. Other than that, have a good day.